Good afternoon, everyone. This is Joe Henches with Beyond the Chart, and this is the Stock Market Trade Ideas video, technical analysis of the stock market for Sunday, December 29th. This is actually for the coming week, so this is for the week of December 30th. So let me pause that and get to where we cut that a little bit. Anyway, so want to get talking about, I've got about 15 stocks I want to review. Now, all of these trade ideas I have posted on my website, and I mentioned that in my blog also. So it's on the website, and I am trying to update them daily so that, you know, if you're looking at a trade idea and you're trying to monitor it on a daily basis, I am trying to, you know, if there's a change to it, then I want to make an update to it. I try to put the date there. If there's not, if you don't see anything change, then there's no change from my perspective. So that's kind of the view on that. And one little thing, you know, play a little movie trailer from something that I thought about when I think about the charts and your ego and taking a trade and following the trade and sticking with the trade plan. And the biggest thing to me is you've really got to divorce your ego from the trading. You've got to set it aside. And I always think about this quote.
Son, your ego is writing checks your body can't cash.
So it's kind of like, you know, are we writing checks that the market's cashing, but we're not cashing because we let our ego get in the way. And that's one of the biggest things that we've got to fight and constantly divorce our ego from the trading. So let's talk about Apache. Apache right now, there's no change in the position. So don't really need to spend a lot of time with that. They were looking at got a trailing close below the 2-day low. Chesapeake, same thing. No real change. We're continuing to see this push. Like to see it push, but I do have a stop. If it closes below the low of the last 2 days, then I will exit. Let's look at Cliffs Natural Resources. I was looking for a possible sell to set up in here, but it didn't materialize. And now the 10's broken above the 20. Okay. And so now I am looking for a confirming close where I get a close higher than Friday's close. Then I would be looking for an entry to buy calls. And notice the blue has crossed the red up here. So DI plus is above DI minus. So that's the trade idea. I've got a new trade idea that I'm monitoring and looking for that tomorrow. So wanted to get that out there. C-Trip, it hit our target. So up 3.87 points in 6 trading days. So that was a nice trade. And again, on these targets, you could sell half of your position. If say you bought 4 calls, you could sell 2 calls, trail the other 2 calls, at a close below the previous 2-day low, or once it gets above the Keltner channel, you can do a close below the previous day. You know, you can just tighten it up any way you want in here, but in no way should you take a loss on the second half of your position. Okay, so that's the one caution I would want to mention in there. 3D Systems, I'm looking. We got a potential reversal bar in here, and actually, if we get a close below this bar, I think it would be a good situation to buy puts on, and we'll talk about that if that does happen. And so that's another trade idea that's just popped on the horizon this weekend. Freeport-McMoRan, we're still in here. We're now trailing a stop. Again, a close below the previous 2-day low. Would love to see this hit the target. QIHU. Let's see, where is QIHU? There we go. QIHU 360 Technologies. Okay, I am looking because I still think we got the 50 below the 20 below the 50, the 10 below the 20. This has been in a kind of a downtrending mode. I'm looking for a break below the low of this bar, which is 80.08, and get a close below the 10-day exponential moving average at the same time on the same day. So that's what I'd like to see happen. And then I would think that would be a good ripe situation to buy puts. So that's another trade idea for the weekend. Let's see, Solar City. Solar City, we're still monitoring this situation. it hasn't moved up enough to start trailing the stop, so I've still got the initial stop down at 51.90. So I'd love to see this move up just a little bit higher, start to trail the stop, and would love to see it hit the target. I mean, we're getting pretty doggone close. Okay, SINA is the next one. Now we're trailing the stop on a below 2 day. Had a nice move on Friday. Really had a nice pop up there, and would love to see it break this trend line and go. Again, the target is 86.09 on the short-term target. And where is it? Tesoro. Okay. Tesoro is one. We got stopped out. Again, we had two. We tried to go long in here, and then I thought we had a little sell signal in here, so I recommended exiting the calls, and you would have exited at a loss of 1.54 points on the stock, and of course the options would have been whatever in sync with that. And then when went long, bought puts, got stopped out on the initial stop position I had on the puts. So at this point, I'm just saying, okay, taking a break from Tesoro. Now, we could honestly be in a sideways consolidation, and it looks like a symmetrical triangle, which to me, I would expect a breakout to the upside because of the way this is trending, okay? And you almost could have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a fifth wave popping up. So, but honestly, I'm not going to sit here and take a third trade on it. There's just too many other options, okay? So that's why I'm sitting back saying, okay, let's just give it a break, because I'm not sure what it's doing. Right now, it's just chopping me up, and I don't like that. So we could be just been a sideways correction, getting ready to pop out, or we could be doing something more complex. So anyway, that's it on Tesoro. The next one is XONE. XONE, we had a buy signal we talked about, I believe. 226 buy at the close, 60.77. We got a target in here, so we still get the stop at 56.48. And we're looking at trying to get to 65.63 as a short-term target. So that one looks good. I like the way it's broken this trend line here and moving up. And let's take a look at the blue. Really nice. The volume popped up really, really nicely on Friday. Nice, strong. And, you know, actually 3 out of the 4 days in here were at the 50-day average of the volume. So that's nice. We're getting nice volume coming into XONE. YNDX. YNDX, I think we talked about before, but it happened this last week, so I just wanted to mention it. We hit our target up 3.17 points in 2 days. Now, you know, I did mention this a little bit after the fact, but I wanted to have this posted that, you know, the signal came in on Thursday, the 19th at the close, and then, you know, literally hit it in 2-day swing. So we will be watching these a lot closer going forward. And let's see, YOKU, we're still tracking the buy signal. We did get a dip down in here. I talked about that. Now, this is day 9, okay? Day 10 tomorrow. If we're down on day 10, if we're below the initial entry point on day 10, then I will be looking to do a stop at the low of that day, okay? Because once I get day 10, I do not want to be down after 10 days of trading. I expect it to be up, and ideally I'm trying to hit the target by that point. So that's the way I'm going to be watching that. And then the other one, last one, is Zillow. Zillow, we got stopped out on Friday because we went to a 2-day close. I talked about that on the 23rd. Stopped now on a close below the last 2 days, and that's what happened to us on Friday. So up 1.45 points in 6 trading days. So that's it on Zillow. I think that's it on all of the stocks today. And I'll leave you with this final movie quote.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Well, the truth is in the charts, and we have to be able to handle the truth in the charts. So that's it for today. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll talk to you, I think, let's see, I'll have to look at it, maybe Tuesday, maybe New Year's Eve. This has been Joe for Beyond the Chart. Thanks for stopping by.